These California twins are alive today, according to their parents, because a required test at the hospital found fentanyl in their systems when they were just 5 months old. At the time, the parents admitted to using fentanyl.
How important was that day to get that test in your life?
Life or death. Without that, one of them would have died.
In 2023, California was the first state in which a law took effect requiring most hospitals to include fentanyl testing in any urine drug screening that's conducted to help diagnose a patient's condition. Since then, a Scripps News investigation found at least 5 other states also enacted testing-related legislation. That includes Maryland, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Virginia, encouraging testing for patients of all ages. In Louisiana, the new law focuses just on testing children. It's the state where 2-year-old Mitchell Robinson died of fentanyl poisoning after visiting the hospital multiple times in 2022. A state investigation revealed the medical facility did not initially test the toddler for fentanyl. As a result, his initial drug screening came back negative, and he returned to an environment where he continued to be poisoned until he died.
This is just something to try to protect our kids.
Louisiana Republican Senator Stuart Cathy sponsored that state's law.
Anything that we can do to protect those children is a step in the right direction.
Cathy's law also required the state to keep data. Scripps News obtained those numbers and found at least 22 children who were 2 or younger had fentanyl detected in their systems at hospitals since the law took effect last year. In states where the law applies to all ages, like Maryland, we obtained data showing more than 33,000 positive fentanyl tests, including adults, reported by hospitals in the state since the law took effect in 2023. That's just over 10% of those tested. Our Scripps News investigation examined every state and found at least 14 state legislatures have proposed testing bills in recent years.
Can we work this together? Because this needs to change.
Florida's bill is called Gage's Law, named for a man who died of a fentanyl overdose.
This is a young man whose life, he should still be with us.
In Michigan, Democratic State Representative Stephanie Young plans to reintroduce her testing bill this session.
This is a no-brainer. This isn't partisan legislation. This is human legislation.
Virginia's governor signed Democrat delegate Irene Shin's testing bill into law in March.
That's horrifying to think that there are small children in our communities ingesting fentanyl. I hope that legislation like mine can start to help address some of that.
Shin says her research shows adding a test costs hospitals less than $1 each. But representatives from some industry groups like the American Academy of Emergency Medicine told Scripps News they are hesitant to endorse any unfunded mandates for hospitals. On the federal level, a bipartisan group in Congress reintroduced a testing bill in March. Testing that the parents of the twins in California say saves lives. Lori Jangliha, Scripps News Group.